Hi, my name's Jay, and this is a clip about how you can look and feel 20 years younger. So I am often mistaken for much younger than I am, so I'd like you to just take a guess. How old do you think I am? I went to a club a couple of weeks ago and the doorman wouldn't let me in. He said, sorry, it's 21 and over here. And it made my year, you know. He didn't realise, but I was just so happy because I'm actually 40. So when I tell colleagues or people I meet socially how old I am, they don't believe it. It's kind of this big deal, and they want to know, oh, what's your secret? What face cream do you use? Blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I'm just going to make this video about it, and I hope that this is helpful and interesting. So firstly, I want to talk about mental attitude. So I personally feel inside that I'm mid to late 20s. I don't feel like I'm 40 at all, and I think what you feel inside is what you project. So I think I don't really care what society thinks I should be wearing or how I should behave. I don't feel I should be middle-aged or wear certain clothes. I think you just have to ignore all that kind of stuff and just do what you want to do and be happy. I think it's important to have a way of dealing with problems and letting go of problems. So whether that's religion or meditation or, you know, whatever you find works best, you have to let go of anger, because when you hold on to stuff, it brings you down. Physically, you look different. Facially, it ages you. So, for example, I've read lots of Abraham Hicks. I've read The Power of Now. You can Google them. You know, you're on your own journey anyway, so you have to find out what works for you. The other thing is just trying to be mentally positive. Sounds like a bit of a cliche, but I don't sit there and watch the news, you know, how many people have died and what disasters have happened. I try to focus on the positive. Not always, I can't always do it, but I try my best to be positive. Next thing is exercise. So I'm not an exercise freak, but I do work out twice or maybe 3 times a week. So just when you're exercising, the blood is being pumped faster around your body and the nutrients are getting to your skin, so it's kind of making you look kind of boosted and younger. Obviously when you're slimmer you look and feel younger, but what's important is that when you're in your late 30s, when you start to lose weight, you lose it around your face, and that's really aging. It makes you look gaunt. So I personally would prefer to have a bit of a belly but keep the fat in my face, because then I kind of look healthier. Yeah, again, having a six-pack is considered sexy and trendy, but you've got to kind of go beyond that and ignore what other people think. So diet, if you're expecting me to say that I eat organic smoothies, then you'd be mistaken, because I eat whatever I want, but just in moderation. So if I want pizza, if I want some fatty junk food, I'll eat it, but just not all the time. I try and have fruit every day, but I don't always. The only thing I religiously do is I take A to Z vitamins every day, and I take a B complex vitamin as well. I don't eat red meat, I eat just chicken and fish, and apart from that, you know, like I say, in moderation. Sun. So we all know when we're in the sun we should be protecting our skin. We all know this, but what we really want to hear is that, oh, this face cream is going to make you look younger. But, you know, we all have this common sense. We know, you know, the boring stuff we have to do, but we don't want to do it. So when I'm in the sun for the last 20 years, I use SPF 50 on my face and I use SPF 30 on my body. Boring, but it's true, you know. Skincare, I'm the laziest person in the world. It's enough for me to drag myself out of bed without thinking about what I'm going to rub on my face, but I shave as least as possible, like every 3 or 4 days if I can, and after I shave I'll put on a moisturiser and eye cream. I find if you spend a bit more money on eye creams, they perform better, but I can create another video and go into this in more depth if you're interested. So I do try to use a face scrub and a face mask which contains clay once a week. I also go into a steam room as well, so that helps to clean out your skin. Sleep. So again, sleep, we all know the more sleep we get, the better we're going to look. So for me, a late night would be anything past 12:30. So I tend not to kind of go beyond that, because then you have dark circles and then you look and you don't feel good. I don't feel 100% if I haven't had enough sleep. So drink, drugs and rock and roll. So I go out a couple of times a year, like New Year's Eve, birthday, stuff like that, and I will get drunk, yeah. But I never mix drinks. Before I go to sleep, I'll drink a bottle of mineral water to kind of flush it out of my system. I only stick to vodka because it's quite a clean drink. I've never smoked, I've never done drugs. Sounds boring, but you know, that has a big effect on your skin. So as a conclusion, I'd say my advice is to ignore fashion and what society thinks you should be doing. So a suntan may be trendy, but looking youthful will be trendy when you're 60 or 70, you know, it'll be more trendy and attractive than having a suntan. So think in the long term, but also just don't get stressed with it. You know, I mean, I'm by no means obsessed with my looks. The more you stress out, the worse you're going to look. So, you know, trends come and go, forget suntan, be happy, let go and enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, that's great. If you want to hear any more detail, then I can make other videos, just let me know. And have a good day.